After my wife cheated on me, I gave her another chance, but under strict conditions. It's been a year since then, and now I'm stuck wondering if I should loosen the leash or just accept that the trust is gone and walk away. A friend of mine said if I can't trust her, I should just divorce her. I'm 30, she's 31, and we've been together for 5 years. She cheated last year with a guy in her friend group during a night out. Normally she came home from these outings around midnight. But that night, she came home at 5 a.m. drunk and barely spoke to me for the next few days. Eventually, after I kept asking what was wrong, she confessed. I was crushed. I never liked how often she went out drinking and clubbing, especially with that guy around. But I had no reason not to trust her. Until then, I packed a bag and left that night. She begged me to stay, but I needed space. After a few days at a friend's, I agreed to talk. She apologized, said it would never happen again, and that she'd do whatever it took to fix things. I decided to give her one last chance, under certain conditions. She had to cut off all contact with the man she cheated with. I could access her phone or computer whenever I wanted, and she couldn't go to bars or clubs without me. She agreed. She also ended up drifting away from her whole friend group, as most of them were still friends with the guy. I never asked for that, but she said it was hard to keep seeing them without seeing him. I haven't actually checked her phone or computer, and I've tried to go out with her when I can, even though bars and clubs were never really my scene. But things aren't the same anymore. Our relationship feels dull. I've thought about relaxing the restrictions, but I still can't shake the memory of what she did. I shared this with a friend who bluntly said I should just divorce her if I can't trust her. That thought has stuck with me. I still love her, but I'm not happy. She says she's happy with me, but she's not as lively as she used to be. Update number 1, 19 days later. Thank you to everyone who responded. It was overwhelming, but helpful to read your thoughts. Just to clarify, our relationship before the cheating was great. We were both into outdoor activities, camping, hiking, climbing, and took regular trips both locally and abroad. We had frequent date nights and a healthy sex life. The only disconnect was her love for bars and clubs, which I never shared. I never told her to cut off her whole friend group, just the guys she cheated with. But because the group stayed loyal to him, she became estranged from them. She told me recently they criticized her for refusing to see him again, saying that's just how he is. Our relationship today is hollow. We've been on some hikes and dates, but not nearly as often. Our sex life has all but disappeared. She's tried initiating, but I rarely reciprocate. We talked again, and she said she still wants to stay with me and follow my conditions, but doesn't feel like she has a right to ask for anything. She owns her mistake and the impact it had. I brought up couples therapy, and she immediately agreed. I'm willing to try it, not because I feel hope, but because she's honored my condition for a year. Still, I don't think I'll ever fully trust her again. If therapy doesn't help, I'll leave. The best comment prompted a question. Someone asked if I ever found out why she cheated. That's a good question. I hadn't asked. I plan to bring it up in therapy. Update number 2, 3 months later. We've been in therapy for a few months now. It took some trial and error, but we found a therapist who worked for both of us. We've had a lot of hard conversations. When I finally asked why she cheated, she admitted the truth. She was curious. One of her friends had slept with a guy and talked about it, and my wife, after drinking, gave into that curiosity. She said she regretted it as soon as she sobered up. As for me, I now understand that my conditions weren't just about trust. They were also about punishing her. I told her in therapy. She made my worst fear real. She cheated with the one guy I was always worried about. After many sessions, I've come to terms with it. I can't trust her again. That realization was a turning point. We've decided to divorce. Financially, we're both stable, and there's no property or kids involved. It feels like we ended things a long time ago.